Ciao e bentornati nella nostra missione di uccidere la principessa, però noi siamo abbastanza contrari a questo nostro scopo che ci è stato appiccicato sopra dal narratore, che ci ha a quanto pare catapultati in questo mondo proprio per uccidere la principessa, ma noi ci siamo rifiutati la prima volta e la seconda volta ci siamo voltati e tornati indietro, e a quel punto la trama dello spazio e del tempo si è annullata e siamo stati, come dire, siamo stati toccati da delle propagini strane che cercavano di sondare la nostra anima e siamo tornati all'inizio, quindi bentornati e ci vediamo dopo la sigla, forse. Eccoci qua. Allora, potrei chiedergli tutte queste cose, ma tanto noi sappiamo benissimo qual è il risultato. Grazie che mi dici cosa fare. Grandioso, ho sempre voluto uccidere un monarca. Voltati e vai via.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave?
Sì, lo so.
Somehow I doubt that, but fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away
Qui
from
non mi fa saltare però.
Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation.
Ah, ok, certo, perché perché quando l'ho fatto ero nella situazione in cui avevo due personalità. Ok.
Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Vediamo un po'. Ok.
That's strange. It looks
Posso saltarlo. Voltati di nuovo.
really keen on
Non mi interessa, meglio, magari tutte queste persone meritano di morire. Ah, aspetta, però questo è diverso. Vediamo. Così imparano a gettarmi in mezzo a un bosco e chiedermi di uccidere qualcuno per conto loro. Ah, carino. Con me non funziona il ricatto emotivo.
Stakes and consequences aren't emotional blackmail. They're facts of life, and if you had an ounce of maturity, you'd understand that.
Ok.
But fine. You turn around,
Ok.
trek back down the path.
Ma guarda
you
un po', c'è di nuovo la capanna. Quindi non posso oppormi. Ma vedi, adesso c'è di nuovo la capanna. Non posso oppormi, devo entrare per forza dentro quella capanna? Ah sì, allora vuol dire che andrò in un'altra direzione, di nuovo. Anzi, camminerò in mezzo alla vegetazione finché non troverò un modo per allontanarmi da questo posto.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will. And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen.
Ah,
At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light. In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
che
Wait,
stronzo.
what's going on? But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
Ok.
You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Ah, così? Morti? Ok.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path, you're here to...
Ok, qua siamo al secondo. Io volevo adesso però... No, non posso tornare indietro. Oh cacchio. Ah sì, aspetta, sì. Sì, allora mentiamo.
When you're lying, right?
Uffa.
Please take this seriously. I am begging you. a warning
Oh,
before you go any further.
cos'è quella protezione?
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from
Ma cos'è
slaying her.
quella copertura?
Don't believe a word she said.
If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar.
Ah, c'è un'altra personalità, voce del bastian contrario.
Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of... Let's keep an open mind.
Va bene. Oh, cazzo, non posso tornare indietro, va bene, dai.
The cabin
Oh.
interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. But it's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense.
Cosa sono tutte le capanne precedenti tutte concentrate
The only
qui?
furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust. Or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway?
Questo è vero.
No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise?
Si sta
You can't
arrabbiando.
just say that. But when everything here is so wrong.
Esatto, infatti.
Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world. And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. You've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves?
Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together. Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay. Wow, even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind.
Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something
certo, quello è
weird.
vero.
What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard.
Okay, I'm fine.
Vai.
Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
Allora, non hai detto nulla dello specchio alla parete.
Ooh, we should look at ourselves. Wouldn't that be fun?
Oddio che forte.
You won't be looking at yourself because there isn't a mirror. There's the table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Dio, se ci specchiassimo potremmo vedere effettivamente
There's definitely a mirror.
come siamo
There
fatti.
isn't. You insisting it isn't there just makes me want to look at it even...
Certo. Perché dovresti mentire su una cosa simile? Che senso ha? Voglio anche vedermi, voglio vedere quanto sono affascinante. Avvicinati allo specchio.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall.
È una parete.
Isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Pulisci lo specchio.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look, but it was there a second ago. And now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see.
Già. Esplora, prendi la lama. Possiamo buttarla dalla finestra?
It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Okay, fine, you took the knife, but you really shouldn't hold it like that.
Then how are we supposed to hold it?
The other way, thumb at the bottom. You'll look much cooler and more serious if we hold it with our thumb.
Okay.
It really doesn't matter how you hold the blade, as long as you have it. Just make a choice.
Oh mio Dio. Pure l'impugnatura. Impugna la lama nell'altro modo.
Switch your grip on the blade. Congratulations.
Ok.
Yes! Isn't this so much better?
Okay, fine. You're right. It really doesn't matter. Just get on with it and deal with the princess already.
Però io volevo lasciarlo in realtà. Oh, guarda, è vero il... Vabbè, voi non lo vedete, ma c'è il puntatore con la lama al contrario, effettivamente. Ah, eccolo, eccolo. Lancia la lama fuori dalla finestra.
Seriously. You throw the blade at the window, glass showering the cabin as your weapon flies out into the night. I suppose you'll just have to deal with the princess without it.
Già.
We'll be fine, don't worry about it. What's the worst that could happen? The world ends? Oh well. If the princess wasn't going to do it, the heat death of the universe was going to come for it eventually.
Giusto?
I'm not so sure. This place is already messing with my head. It would be much better if we had a weapon. What's done is done. Good luck, hero.
Dai, vediamo.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials.
Ok.
Nothing here seems to belong. And the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odor that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all
Un odore che
coalescing.
è tutto ma che allo stesso tempo risulta in un nulla denso e nauseabondo. Bellissimo questa
The princess
descrizione.
lives here. Slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Sì, certo.
Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we
Questo
do,
è
we're gonna
un'ottima
die.
intuizione. Mi sa che siamo fregati comunque.
We don't even have a weapon. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't
Sì.
we? And he threw up a wall. No
Sì.
way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing
Sì,
for
vedi
sure.
che era un muro quindi, per non farci andare via.
And what's that?
Fantastico.
That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Usa la scalinata dura a sinistra, usa la scalinata centrale, usa la scalinata morbida a destra. Ma che ne so? Dura, morbida o normale? Morbida.
You step to the right. The path feels soft and reassuring against your feet. The stairs almost seem to cradle you as you make your way down, like they're guiding your heels from one step directly to the next. You barely have to extend any effort to descend, the stairway doing most of the work for you. You don't feel
Carino.
like there's any
Una
concern
scala che
you
ti
might
aiuta a
slip or
scendere.
tumble, but the further you go, the deeper you sink in. First, it's like a lovely plush carpet, your toes digging down and barely hitting any resistance at all. But soon enough, you're fighting
Aia.
just to keep your knees from sinking out of sight. The softness threatens to swallow you whole, to wrest control of your body and surround you in a false ethereal bliss, pretending to save you from the cruelties of choice and consequence.
Ok.
It's slow going, but you manage to fight against the overwhelming urge to fall back into comfort and nothingness, the very struggle to continue forward consuming your every thought. You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten.
Aia. Niente. È andata male.
Assumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Are you okay?
Non tantissimo.
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways.
Yeah.
The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here.
E con che la uccido? Con...
And why
Col
are we
sassolino?
here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass. We remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you.
Esatto.
Let's talk to her for a bit. Try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
Sbaglio, non è più tutta altezzosa e sicura di sé come era prima? Un po'. Scusa, non mi ero accorto di essere qui.
That's okay. Sometimes I forget where I am too.
È più impaurita? O sbaglio?
The shadows recede, revealing the princess's face. She's so warm.
Non è che ogni volta che ricominciamo, diciamo, per il gioco è come se partisse un nuovo universo, quindi universi paralleli, teoria dei molti mondi e cose del genere, e quindi la principessa che ci ritroviamo davanti è diversa, nel senso che può avere una personalità diversa, può anche avere degli scopi diversi, quindi non è mica detto che noi uccidiamo la principessa giusta. Forse loro ci mandano in tutti gli universi possibili perché magari ce n'è solo una, però non lo so. Però per evitare di far proliferare la trama di quella principessa ci costringono a ucciderle tutte.
It's deception. Don't buy into it.
How strange. So, why are you here?
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another. We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? Again? Have you been here before?
Oh.
Should we tell him?
Oh.
Nah, let him stew. Right, I'm telling him. Yeah, we've been here before, but we never went to the cabin. We just turned around and left until...
No, in realtà no.
Until... It's hard to describe. Until the only thing we could see was the same cabin going on forever.
Ok, perché questa è una run separata da quell'altra.
And we died.
Okay.
And then we woke up, and I'm pretty sure you're familiar with all the rest of it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality.
L'altra realtà.
But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. It's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now.
Ok.
New plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
Ora ci sono diverse versioni di te.
Do you need help? Not that there's much I can do chained up like this, but I'm the only one down here. So if you need anything, I'll do my best.
And what's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to get under my skin?
Oh, vedi che ci sono le varie personalità della principessa. Quindi siamo in qualche modo in questa realtà collidono vari universi.
She fractures again.
Esatto.
I don't like where this is going. Neither do I. Which is why you need to slay her now before things get more complicated than they already are.
Forte.
How would we even do that? Where would we start? We could always start by retrieving the blade.
Ma dovrei uscire però.
The one he made us throw out the window. I wasn't the one who threw it. Oh, come on, you told us to. Don't try to pass the blame now that it's come back to bite us. Well, if I'd known we'd be dealing with this, maybe I wouldn't have been so hasty with my suggestions. I don't think we're going to be able to put her back. Kind of hurts to think about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say just multiplies her. It certainly looks that way, so please, for the love of everything, stop asking her questions and stop stalling. You're obviously just making things worse.
Allora, come ti chiami? Proviamo, dai.
You can call me Princess, if you'd like.
Ok, vedi che lei è molto più umile.
Princess. You can address me as Your Royal Highness or Her Majesty. Any honor
Vedi?
it should do, really.
Vedi, questa è quell'altra che avevamo incontrato prima.
None of them have names.
Ok.
How astute. I told you she was untrustworthy.
Allora, scendere qua giù è stato strano. È come se mi avessero fatto a pezzi e poi mi avessero rimesso di nuovo insieme. Sai che cosa mi è
I don't know
successo?
what happened to you, but you look like you're in one piece now. But I understand. Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled apart too. It's so terrifying down here. But at least now you're not alone. And I'm not alone either.
Ma almeno ora non sei vi leggo perché avete il mio faccione davanti. Almeno ora non sei da solo e non lo sono neanche io. Eccola qua.
Stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out and barely a way in.
Questa è quella pessimista, tipo.
I don't remember what it was like before I was in this place. Why would I know what happened to you? You're not really cut out for this, are you? Why are you even here?
Sta parlando lei. È fortissimo. Per quanto ne so, sei rinchiusa qua giù per un motivo. Lo sai il motivo?
I don't know why I'm here, but there has to be a reason, right? You don't just lock a princess away in a place like this without a reason. I wish I knew what it was. But you know, right? You have to know. You're the only other person I've ever seen. Or at least the only one I can remember. Don't
Sta un
give me
po'
false
noiosetta.
hope. Please just end this already. One way or another, just do it.
Ah, vuole farla finita.
Don't be coy. We both know why I'm locked away here. I'm a monster, and the second I get out of this place, I'm going to end the entire world.
Ok.
This is reaching its breaking point. If you don't act now, there will be nothing in here but her. Take a deep breath and focus up.
Sapete che mi sa che la mia teoria non è sbagliatissima. Loro ti mandano a uccidere la principessa in ogni realtà in modo da essere sicuri di colpire quella giusta, che probabilmente è questa che è il vero mostro. Però anche lei era quella della prima run, e anche lei non era proprio normalissima, non lo so.
How do we decide what to do? Can there even be a right choice when all of them are so different?
Esatto. A meno che non sia sempre lei non sia sempre il mostro, ma non ne sia consapevole in alcune delle sue versioni.
Stop overthinking it. Your drifting thoughts have clearly been part of the reason this situation has gotten out of hand. If you're trying to do the right thing,
va bene. Mo ci arriviamo, tranquillo, piano piano.
Option, and that option, just do something. Do anything. Do all of it if that's what you want. This place is hell and it's only getting worse.
Ok, ti tirerò fuori di qui. Prova a liberarla. Oddio, perché mi seleziona tutto? No, si è buggato? Non posso fidarmi di te, non posso fidarmi di niente. Rimpiangi il momento in cui hai lanciato la lama fuori dalla finestra.
Wait, that's not right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride.
Mm-hmm.
You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions.
Ok.
You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish alone.
Ah, perché sono più realtà e quindi tu fai delle azioni diverse in ogni realtà, in pratica. Ok.
Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable
Abbastanza,
mess.
sì.
But this... we can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating.
Vero.
Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart. I think he's gone.
Anche lui?
We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and the others
they just don't fit. They just don't fit.
We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable.
Oddio, si sta fondendo in una principessa.
Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
We should help her. I think
Beh,
we did
sì.
this. How surprisingly sincere.
Che bella questa immagine.
I didn't actually think our actions had consequences. It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please
please.
Oh mamma mia. Andrà tutto bene. Farò del mio meglio. Non credo che tu debba essere messa a posto. No, hai distrutto tutto. Non ti rimetto a posto. Farò del mio meglio. Eccole, di nuovo le mani. Ma non sai se ha avuto la possibilità di sentire la tua risposta. È svanita, è rimpiazzata da qualcos'altro.
She's gone. Where did she go?
Dallo specchio.
Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Non so dove sia andata e non saprei neanche dove cominciare a cercarla. Il narratore è sparito. Avvicinati allo specchio. Sento che dovrei guardare dentro lo specchio.
Something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. No. Don't do that.
Non so dove sia andata e non saprei neanche dove cominciare a cercarla.
She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing. Then what the hell are we supposed to do? He is. Does that mean the world ended? Again, what the hell are we supposed to do?
Vai, avviciniamoci.
Don't.
Non avevi mai avuto paura dello specchio?
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
Dai, su, avvicinati. Ti avvicini allo specchio. Guarda il tuo riflesso. Il silenzio aleggia mentre avanzi. Loro non ci sono più, ma lo specchio rimane. È ora che tu veda cosa si cela al suo interno. Sei tu. Quindi siamo dei mostriciattoli. Sei solo in un luogo vuoto. Qui regna la quiete. Procedi verso la capanna. Ti trovi alla capanna. Avvicinati. Riconosci la presenza che abita l'involucro. È l'entità che dimora negli spazi intermedi. Gli spazi intermedi.
Something returns to the long quiet. It has surrendered its path of annihilation and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Bene. Tu sei quella cosa che ho trovato all'esterno del bosco, vero? Sì. Quindi la prima volta che è finito il mondo e sono apparse tutte quelle mani, in realtà era questa entità. Un'entità degli spazi intermedi, gli spazi tra i mondi, quindi.
Vague recollections, empty tunnels without a mouth. I am sorry if I frightened you.
Figurati. Cosa sei?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Luci solitarie in che senso?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
Ok. Cosa pensi che io sia?
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Il dono di un fragile ricettacolo?
Yes. Nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own.
Ah. Cioè sta dicendo che noi siamo delle appendici di questa sorta di entità primordiale?
These ones are a contradiction, a winding kaleidoscope of paths and walls. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold.
È una forma che non possono mantenere.
I am sorry that you met this vessel so early in your journey, but they will make for a rich and vibrant heart.
Ok.
Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves.
Va bene. Questa è la fine del mondo?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Vero. Lasciala andare.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me.
Ah, vi devo leggere perché questo non è un luogo in grado di trattenere un frammento di un concetto. Nel momento in cui è arrivata qui, era già destinata a tornare da me. Ok.
I promise that it doesn't hurt.
Va bene. Conosci il narratore?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
Ok.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Ok. Sei tu che mi hai mandato ad ammazzare la principessa? Sei tu la cosa che mi ha intrappolato qui? Beh,
I
non
have
credo.
only just now stirred
Non
to
credo.
consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Ok. Conosci i mondi oltre questo?
I know only that they are.
Tu sei la principessa?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Va bene. Ma sei sempre stata la principessa o la stai facendo diventare parte di te solo adesso?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Beh... boh. Cosa succederà ora?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us.
Ok.
And that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to.
Mhm.
Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole. And perhaps then we
Devo
will know
portarle
our
altre
freedom.
principesse, quindi. Non hai paura che io trovi un modo per ucciderti?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
Giusto. Quanto dimenticherò?
Everything, until we meet again.
Quanti altri pezzi di te devo trovare?
More than you have found,
Beh, certo.
but less than there are to find.
Certo.
I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
Va bene. Parli in modo un po' criptico, eh? Te l'ha mai detto nessuno. E se io non te lo lasciassi fare?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
Mhm. Sono stato mandato ad ammazzare la principessa perché non distruggesse il mondo. Se io ti aiutassi, proveresti anche tu a distruggerlo?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
Ok. Stai un po' tergiversando. Cosa farai se ti aiuto?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Va bene. Non voglio tornare indietro. Aspettiamo.
If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
Aspetta per sempre. Vabbè, ma questa cosa è bellissima. Io aspetto per sempre.
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone.
Va bene.
I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage. You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will
Madonna.
be here waiting by your side.
Questa cosa è stata molto pesante perché adesso mi sa che io spero che sia stato scriptata quella cosa e non si sia impallato davvero, perché se si è impallato davvero io non ho salvato, cioè è una
You
catastrofe.
have returned to me.
Oh,
Though you were gone mere moments, I never left your side.
oddio, me l'avete proprio fatta. Me l'avete proprio fatta, bastardi. Sembrava veramente un crash perché lei stava ancora parlando. Fantastico. Vi sentivo adesso però salvo perché ho paura. Mi hai messo paura. Ok, va bene, dai, fammi dimenticare.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
Lei mi chiede di dirti di ricordarla.
You won't.
Non succede. Cala il buio e muori. E ricominciamo.
You're on a path in the
Va bene,
woods.
vai. Qua possiamo a sto punto...
That's
Grandioso.
the spirit. You make your way up the short path to the cabin.
Vai. Entra. Allora, io adesso non lo voglio proprio prendere. Il coltello. Vediamo che succede.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the her voice softly carries.
Hello?
Vedi che è diversa.
Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have
Vedi,
to
ogni
hear
volta è
once
diversa.
to remember it for the
Quindi
rest
dobbiamo
of your
portare
life.
all'entità intermedia, chiamiamola entità intermedia, tutti i pezzi di principessa, tutte le varie, diciamo, personalità.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here.
Sono qui per salvarti, sono qui per salvarti, sono qui per ammazzarti. Prosegui.
Good. You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may still be able to do what needs to be done.
Sì, voglio proprio vedere come.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Parliamo un po'.
Okay.
Oh, lei sorride. Come ti chiami?
Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Mhm.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess Princess?
Princess. Quindi il tuo nome è principessa?
Like I said, you can call me Princess.
Perché non ci dice il
if you'd
nome?
like. I'm sorry, I've been down here so long I guess
Ah,
I've
l'ho
just
dimenticato.
forgotten. I must have a name though. Everyone has a name.
Ah sì.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade and slay her before it's...
Per quanto ne so, sei rinchiusa qua giù per un motivo.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason. I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
Forse stanno cercando di impedirci di ricongiungere tutte le varie versioni della principessa all'entità intermedia, però e che succede poi? Chissà.
You have all the explanation you need. You should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
Se sono la prima persona che vedi, cosa hai mangiato finora? O cosa hai bevuto?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. Okay, but actually, what has she
esatto.
been eating? She has to eat, right?
Si vede che qualcuno gliel'ha portato. Sono stato mandato qui per ammazzarti, a quanto pare causerai la fine del mondo. Ma non credo che tu sia davvero pericolosa. Ma volevo vederti con i miei occhi, ancora non so a cosa credere.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
That's... How long has she been
Esatto, da
locked away?
quanto?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
No. Speravo che potessi dirmelo tu. No, ed è per questo che non credo che tu sia davvero pericolosa.
Sooner or later you'll learn to trust me. Hopefully it won't be too late when you finally come around.
Thank you for believing me. Now, can you help me get out of here?
Qualche domanda?
There's going to be plenty of time to chat after I'm free, but okay. What do you want to know?
Non ti ucciderò, ma non posso liberarti, è troppo rischioso. Ti lascerò qua giù. Mi dispiace, ma non posso fidarmi di te. Torna di sopra per recuperare la lama. Non riesco a credere che ti tengano imprigionata qua giù in questo modo. Ti tirerò fuori. Vediamo.
Only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall, and they're large and heavy. Far too solid for you to even imagine.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
No.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day.
Se non c'è una chiave, hai altre idee?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains?
Mm.
Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
Oh, sempre, eh?
She offers the suggestion with almost
Sì,
nonchalance.
sì, arriva sempre a
If we were
quella...
stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally
Sì,
be free.
oddio, è vero, però...
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut.
Ah, non ci abbiamo però il
Someone
coltello?
else here? You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so easier for whom?
Già.
Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Sì.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Scusa, ma perché allora non l'hai fatto prima? Perché lo fai solo adesso che sono arrivato io? E tra l'altro ci hanno anche chiuso la
She
porta.
rips her flesh from her bone. A sound comes from behind you. The clang of it's the
Oh,
blade
guarda
from
un po'.
upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her.
Comincia a puzzarmi un po' sta principessa, eh?
You won't like what
Ovviamente.
happens if you do that.
La prima volta ho pensato, vabbè, vediamo che succede. Poi ho visto come ci ha ucciso e ho detto, aspetta. Poi però nel frattempo ho capito che c'era una questione di universi paralleli e quindi ho pensato, magari c'è una versione di lei che non è cattiva. Voglio provare a trovare la versione di lei che non è cattiva. Vediamo.
Fine. Against your better
Guarda che
judgment,
faccino che
you
c'ha, ma
place
come
the
fa a
blade
essere
against the
cattiva?
ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
Ma guarda, c'ha pure la bocca tutta sporca di sangue.
Cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone. Her limb falls to the ground,
Ok.
and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
Abbiamo notato.
No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Ok, usciamo di qui.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the
Di
bottom
nuovo?
stair,
Di
your
nuovo?
body steps forward and... Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
No, qui va a finire esattamente come prima.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to...
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart.
No, niente, stavolta ci ha provato.
But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Vediamo un po', resisti, dov'è? Resisti, eccolo.
The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a
Vediamo,
cautious
sono
step
curioso di vedere
forward.
se lei è cattiva come l'altra.
We both know this
Ah.
isn't you.
Ah, niente.
Nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
Niente.
She plunges it
Vedi
into
però
your
che
chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
Ok.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks.
Ok.
It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over.
Ok.
Everything goes dark. And you die.
Quindi stavolta non gliel'abbiamo portata. Capitolo 2, la donzella.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end you're here to slay.
Ho un déjà vu. Voltati e vai via. E se io mi abbandonassi stavolta all'essere intermedio? No, stavolta procediamo, dai, senza problemi.
She will cheat.
Sì.
Forget he said anything.
Oddio, aspetta, che cosa ha detto? Ti mentirei, se solo sapessi cosa ci ha fatto, canaglia dell'invaghito. Come, scusa? Canaglia dell'invaghito.
But he is a villain.
Ah,
He
voce
made our
dell'invaghito.
beloved brutally take our life last time. He's trying to keep us apart, but he won't be able to withstand the power of our love.
Last time? What are you talking about?
I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own voice. Let's try to...
Ma non è che devo trovare la strada per sbloccare gli ulteriori capitoli.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled.
Va bene.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Va bene. Quindi se io adesso mi faccio di nuovo uccidere, andiamo al capitolo 3.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner.
Ok.
The
Io
only
invece
furniture of note is an
vedo
ornate wooden
uno
table
specchio
with a pristine
lì.
blade perched on its end. The blade is your implement.
Avvicinati allo specchio.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door.
Dai con sta parete.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off.
Pulisci e di...
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall.
Niente.
I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
But there was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Dai, prendi la lama.
You take the blade.
I suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, we need an equally dashing sword. That way she'll know we can
Hopefully it doesn't put her on edge. There's no use arguing over motivations right now. It's good that you took the blade. You'll need
Va bene, vai.
The door to the
Ovviamente è tutto
basement creaks
bello.
open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight, but it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than
Dell'ultima
last
volta.
time.
Secondo me devo andare avanti a...
Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is a bit much.
Io riprovo a salvarla adesso e vediamo se c'è un capitolo 3.
We don't even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this fawning.
Va bene, certo.
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy... My love! We're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
You know she can't hear you, right?
Perché?
She may
no,
not
certo.
be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Date la faccia, bellissimo.
Do you hear that? She said we're dashing. And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
Siamo persone semplici, hai ragione.
Waiting for you to come back. You've been here before, haven't you?
Sì. Sì.
That's right, villain. And you killed us. Well, she killed
Sì,
us.
infatti.
Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done.
Va bene.
We damned a whole world. But everything reset. Nothing resets. You're just somewhere else. And you can't keep hopping between worlds forever.
Vedi?
Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
Ok, l'ultima volta mi hai ucciso e mi hai fatto parecchio male. Perché l'hai fatto?
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
Did we?
No.
We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone.
Certo. Giustifichiamo anche questo.
She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
Devo tagliarti di nuovo il braccio per liberarti. Non mi è piaciuto particolarmente l'ultima volta.
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
Va bene.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
Sì, certo.
What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand.
Ovviamente, altrimenti l'avrebbe già fatto.
Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with.
Sì.
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic... No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead.
Cosa è successo dopo la mia
You
morte?
died, and now we're talking.
Ok. Ma prima che iniziassimo a parlare, il mondo è stato distrutto? Hai causato la fine del mondo?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Isn't that just like our darling princess?
Madonna, questo è veramente
She wants to make us
insopportabile.
happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful...
Va
You
bene.
listening to her? That's a confession.
Non voglio che il mondo finisca. Non mi importa se il mondo finisce. Onestamente il mondo fa schifo. No, certo che non lo
Then I
voglio.
didn't end the world.
See? She didn't confess anything. She is
Invaghito.
innocent. Not so sure.
No. Mi dispiace per ciò che è successo l'ultima volta. Il narratore aveva preso il controllo del mio corpo. È stato estremamente ingiusto.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. and almost unsettling
Abbastanza,
extent,
sì.
actually.
Però ormai io devo
she's
salvarla.
Perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do?
Sarebbe anche interessante ucciderla quando abbiamo la voce dell'invaghito
She
dentro.
doesn't. There's no one else. I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
Vediamo se c'è il capitolo 3 salvandola.
No. I
Che
can't let you
palle.
do that. If you take another step towards the princess, you'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? Yes. Not on my watch, villain.
Not on my watch.
Passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
Wow.
You wouldn't.
You wouldn't.
I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed.
Mi inizia un colpo.
I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you. There's no
Bravo,
life
invaghito.
more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh, are you sure you want to do this? Just one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade is buried in her back, and everyone out there is saved. Is that a threat? You know what we'll do if you try it. You're going to regret this.
What do we do now?
Usciamo? Tu cosa vuoi
Let me
fare?
guess. End the world?
No.
Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world?
Esatto.
You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection. And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Voglio che tu mi dica cosa vuoi, dovrai pur volere qualcosa, vuoi causare la fine del mondo, voglio solo andarmene, penseremo al resto più tardi. Sì.
That sounds perfect.
As the princess takes your hand in hers, you let your blade tumble uselessly to the floor, and with it tumbles the last hope.
Oddio,
for the
se
entire
tutta sta
world.
storia è vera, chissà quante persone avremmo ucciso.
We have each other. We don't need the
Cioè, abbiamo
world for
ucciso.
our happy ending.
Va bene.
I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs, hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock
Che
clicks.
palle.
That's a familiar move.
Già.
Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love. Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand.
Ovviamente.
Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Giusto. Pensi di poterla aprire?
Well, I don't know. Do you think I can?
Of course she can. You believe in her, right? Nobody is leaving.
Sì, penso che tu possa farcela, esattamente come il polso
let me
poi,
try.
sì.
The princess tries the handle. And the lock clicks.
Ops.
And the
Vedi?
door creaks open. Are
Come il polso.
you kidding me?
Stiamo prendendo il controllo in qualche
told
modo?
you she could do it. You and the princess make your way upstairs. Her freedom and the world's ruin are just a few moments away. If you don't mind, I'm going to fix myself a drink before you ruin everything.
Va bene.
If I'm about to see the end of the world, I'd rather not see it sober. You know, if her walking out that door is really going to end the world, can't we all just stay here? Seems like an easy win for everyone.
Oddio.
That's not how this works.
Ok.
Yes, what he said. That's not how this works. Obviously, we have to leave with her.
Per essere felici abbiamo bisogno solo l'uno dell'altra. E se restassimo qui e iniziassimo una vita insieme?
What a romantic suggestion. You're right. We don't need the world. All we need is each other. That's exactly what I just suggested. Was it not romantic?
Non tanto.
Did you suggest that? I wasn't listening.
Dio, l'invaghito è
You
bellissimo.
answered me.
But the door's right there. We can
Vedi?
just leave.
Wait. Why would she say that? Was she not wooed by our proclamation of love? Are we not enough for her? She's not wooed by you because staying here and building a life together isn't a seduction. It isn't anything. It's a non-answer. It can't be done.
Va bene. La tua indifferenza riguardo il destino del mondo mi preoccupa. Fidati, se restiamo sarà meglio per entrambi. Possiamo essere felici qui. Dai, proviamo.
But we would have to be here forever. I don't know you. This is really what you want, though.
Her eyes dart uncomfortably to the corners of the room.
I guess we could do that.
She doesn't seem happy about this. But she can't be unhappy about staying with us. Can she? I don't know. She has a point.
Già.
She doesn't. No. It has to be him. It has to be this place. If we just made
Lui non
these
l'accetta
walls
proprio,
more fitting
assolutamente.
for a princess, if we just say the right things, if we just showed her the contents of our heart, she'd be happy here. As the voice thinks its thought, your hands raise, fingers pointing towards your chest, and then... What? No, you absolutely do not do that. Oh, but I do. What?
No.
What is he doing? We can't see unless you tell us. Are you sure you want to know? I suppose I can't stall forever. You plunge your nails into your
Perfetto.
chest, digging deep, grasping for a handhold.
Cioè, gli stiamo dando il nostro cuore?
Oh no, what are you doing? Are you okay? You can't do that and be okay.
Time out. He should not be allowed to do that. He's not the decider.
Già, è vero.
And yet, it's done, isn't it? It will be soon. You yank violently, your bones cracking with wet pops as you pull yourself apart inch by painful inch. Your exposed heart, framed by jagged ribs, thumps rhythmically in your raw, bloodied chest. The loosened threads of your body unfurling.
Niente, alla fine in qualsiasi modo la metti.
Don't mind my
Moriamo.
sacrifice. It's a fair price to pay to give her.
Però questa morte, devo dire, è stata veramente simpatica.
Oh, I see.
Stai tentando di dirmi qualcosa. È magnifico, sì, certo.
The princess, mesmerized, reaches towards your beating heart, and then everything goes dark, and yes.
Ovviamente. Epilogo. Per sempre felici e contenti.
You're on a path in the woods. Mate, we're clearly already in the cabin.
Bello, siamo già nella capanna. Ok, allora io direi che questa parte ce la vediamo la prossima volta. Io sto salvando anche su slot diversi, ma non credo che abbia senso per il momento. Ok, fatemi sapere cosa pensate di questa follia. E niente, ci leggiamo nei commenti e ci vediamo con Slay the Princess la settimana prossima. Un saluto e grazie, ciao ciao.